of this second set. Day 2 of this match. This first round match at Roland Garros.
Razzano there.
Just reacts well, gets there in plenty of time and scoops that forehand down the line. It's going to be interesting to know who has been affected more by this overnight delay. As I mentioned, Razzano started very brightly, won the first 2 points of this game very comfortably. But very, very early stages of this second day of this first round match. Of course, they weren't the only ones held up overnight. Roger Federer also had to go to bed knowing that he was still mid-match last night against Michael Russell of the States. Of course, that match covered elsewhere here on the Tennis Channel. You won't miss a ball, you really won't here. Whatever your poison, whether it's Roger Federer or Virginia Razzano, you will be bought every single ball of their matches today. So Razzano, still 2 game points to take a 1-love lead and get her nose in front in this second set. Name on the scoreboard, so to speak, in this second set. Having won the first set 7-5, she now leads 1-love in the second. So Sequeira will take her first serve of the morning, afternoon as it is now here in Paris. Ooh, a bit of good fortune. I have to say that Sequeira had the lion's share of the good fortune yesterday when it came to net calls. She had a couple of close moments. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, she did lead that first set 5-2, so in many ways she might have relished the break. As frustrating as it is to be held up overnight, I think the momentum was definitely with Razzano when they walked off court yesterday, and Sequeira may well have benefited from having a little time to talk to her coach and figure out what went wrong. And that's an interesting signal from Razzano, certainly wanting to be the aggressor, comes in and seizes her moment on the short ball. So much of modern tennis is about seizing the opportunities presented by the short ball, and both of these women did a good job of that largely yesterday. 15-all on Sequeira's serve. And umpire Vrovrek has just called a let. Quite sure what happened there, but she may have heard a beeping from the net cord that neither player heard. Sequeira certainly was a bit taken aback. I think she thought she'd won that point, but she's still got work to do, 15-all. Obviously something of a peculiar bounce for Sequeira there. Not sure whether it actually hit the line. Perhaps we'll be able to see our camera work here as we watch Razzano Really hitting so aggressively on the backhand side, but strange bounce. You do get them on a clay court, particularly a clay court that's had covers on, as this one has. Razzano anxious to try and seize the opportunity presented by the 15-30 point there, but just overhit slightly, a little over anxious, perhaps wanting to give her home crowd a bit of a good show, and certainly I think more crucially wanting to be the aggressor and the one with the initiative in this match, because Sequeira showed yesterday that when she hits aggressively and when she takes control and tries to dictate, she's a very, very effective player. So 30 all on Sequeira's serve, and as if to prove my point, Sequeira there shows that when she is dictating, she can hit with great penetration and great power, really, considering that she's only 5'5". She's not a big woman by any stretch of the imagination. But she now has a game point to level things up in the foothills of this second set. She can hit with great penetration and great power, really, considering that she's only 5'5". She's not a big woman by any stretch of the imagination. But she now has a game point to level things up in the foothills of this second set. And she does so. That backhand into the corner. Sequeira wins her first game of today, at least, and gets herself to 1-all